Coming in. Hello, everyone. Wax sometimes says like 10 seconds, and I keep talking just to stress him out and see how his face looks. It was just totally what I did there on purpose.
I got stressed out instead.
I have to pay him back every now and then. He has been my GM of Doom, and these are like the little bits I get. You can see that look right there, and I can hear the rage through his eyes.
It's not rage. It's just a bit of judgment, you know.
This is like
rage.
I realize this is about a 4-year friendship Whack and I have now with RP and everything. So
Friendship? Question mark?
Yeah, friendship.
Frenemies.
It's a friendship.
Frenemies.
Yeah. Occasionally, he just wants to murder a character of mine, and I don't blame him for it.
No.
He lets the dice do. He's not. He's a cruel but fair.
I only rolled a 6. You're fine.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, thanks. But welcome on in, everybody, to Forbidden Lands. Tech is here. He's just he raided and he's getting changed, so we just blacked out the camera until he's back. So don't worry, he is not gone. But hi everyone, happy Monday. Welcome on in. We're just gonna do the very quick round robin of who these people are. If you happen to be new and have found your way here perhaps from a raid and you haven't watched this show before, maybe you'll at least get to know who they are and the character's name, and that's all you get. That's all you'll get for these intros. So we'll end with Tech. We'll see if we can time this just perfectly. Whack.
Hi, everybody. I'm Wax Steven. Normally, I am the GM of Doom, but I am a player of Doom here for Dan. And I play Nikhel, who is usually a pretty stoic guy, just like me. And I think we saw another side of him last episode. It can be a scary thing when you lose control. And I don't know how he'll respond to things today. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. If you don't know, I run a bunch of shows here on Tablestory. I do a show on Tuesdays called Witchcraft and Wizardry, which is a Harry Potter homebrew thing that we do. And on Fridays, we just started up a new campaign called Rime of the Frost Maiden, which is D&D 5th edition module. Thank you. And yeah, we're having a lot of fun doing that. Everybody's super hyped for it, and I think it's going to be really good. So hopefully you will join us for that. Thank you.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Whack. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kat. I play Manasa, your favorite loot goblin. Ooh. What chaos will we sow to... No, I'm just kidding. Manasa wants to have a very, very long talk with Dorkrick. We're gonna have a conversation.
How are you now? Good. All right. Thank you, Kat. Hey.
Hey, I'm Faye, or Phelan. I play Alkali on the Forbidden Lands, and I hope you guys will enjoy the show today. I actually just had, I spoke about it last week, but the game that I did voice in, Ghost Runner, came out, and I tweeted about it and everything, so if you've played it and you met Zoe, that's me! I'm in a game! So, yeah, that was my little cool thing this week.
I'm glad that you're not too shy to say. I was totally gonna call you out and on that if you didn't do it yourself. So
I knew you were going to, so I figured that I would just not delay the inevitable. So.
Yeah, that's fair. We do that to Millie and everybody else we know in shows. Like, for instance, if Aaron was in this show, I would call out his book novel that just came out. I bought it. It should be coming in a couple of days. I wanted a paperback of it. Yeah. Sometimes he watches this show, so I like calling him out too when I can. Anyway, we like our friends. We like supporting people on this channel. So congratulations, Faye. That's so exciting.
Thank you.
Bloody.
Hello. Hi. I missed you all last time. I wasn't here, but I did watch the whole episode, and boy, that was an intense episode, I was holding my breath. Like halfway through and to the end, I was holding my breath. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I leave like once, one time, I'm gone, and all hell breaks loose. Okay, Nikhel is mad as hell. What is happening? So I'm here now to fix everything. I'm gonna fix everything today. Me and my Fanon. Okay, I'm here. I'm leveled up and I'm ready to go. Fired up. Hi, I'm Bloody Faster and I'm playing Imkit today.
Thank you. And Tech. All right, let's. Tech is here. He had a commitment right before the show, which is why we had our break a little longer. He did raid in. He is actually here today. He went off to get changed, so he'll be here. A man of few words. His presence speaks louder than his voice.
Or his absence in this case.
Ooh, maybe that too. Anyway, Technique, he's great. He's on this show. He's also on Friday's show with Whack. So yeah, you should check him out as well. But we'll do our little recap, and maybe he'll pop in right after that. We'll find out. So, last time on Forbidden Lands, our party discovered an unfortunate secret in this Old One's facility. People, volunteers, were being used in some ancient, advanced way, both keeping them alive a lot longer than seemingly possible, as well as using something of theirs, from what Artemis responded to Alkali as stem cells, in order to produce some of the food and energy and who knows what. It looked like they've got about 5, or was it 15 or 10? It was a number of years until they needed new volunteers. And they had found the missing person who was sent in to supposedly check in on these machines. And he had been plugged in, and his own fluids were leaking into those tubes as he lay there dying, but not dead yet. It seems, though, the party has more questions than answers from all of this, as Nikhel, in his anger at the revelation that maybe some of the gods, the spirits, wanted this of the people that supposedly they were here to protect. And in his anger, he ran out seeking answers. Dorcrick's response may be the only thing saving his life from Nikhel's anger. The rest of the party, after discussing and trying to get more questions from Artemis, the Old One's spirit, or god, or whatever it is, weren't able to glean too very much. But without finishing what they were going to start, whether that be disabling it was discussed, maybe fixing it, or just leaving it as is, they all left to try to find Nikhel. MK did charge after him, trying to keep up, but the Nora Brave was a little too fast for her to stop him. We take place after Nikhel was interrogating, may not be the right word, as he held him up by his throat up against the singing orb in the middle of Fall City. With Zaidi trying to de-escalate and only being thrown away with almost inhuman strength. And eventually Manasa was able to appeal to his senses and help him calm down just enough that Dorkig hits the ground with a thud, coughing and sputtering, trying to regain his breath. And then Manasa leans over, saying, "We need to talk." A crowd is assembled around in Fall City, looking shocked, looking worried. There are guards with spears, maybe not at the ready to attack, but definitely standing there, milling, looking concerned. This seems almost like a hostage situation potentially to them. And we see them all standing there, wondering what to do next with Dorkrick.
I'm sort of slumped over, not really looking at anything.
Did you sit down on the ground? Or are you kind of crouched or leaning up against the orb itself?
Probably crouched.
Okay.
I hold out my hand to Dorkrick.
He's holding his neck. You would start to see there are bruises forming around where the grip was from Nikhel holding him up. His coughing is mostly stopped, and he kind of waves a hand at you and grabs his own spear off the ground and lifts himself up and wheezes a bit. Why?
I'd like to know the very same. Shall we find a tent?
He's looking back and forth to all of you. What are the rest of you doing in the midst of this?
Zaidi is quiet and confused at this point. He doesn't know what to feel, anger or remorse, or he just doesn't know. So he's just kind of quiet with his head down.
I am trying to catch my breath because I've been running to catch him, to no avail, and I'm just looking around trying to kind of I'm trying to look and see in the crowd if there's any intent of actually attacking us or anything of the sort. Just trying to be on guard.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a sense motive difficulty 4. That'll be an
What would
intellect
that be?
based.
Intellect.
Intellect, yeah, unless you had a skill that would do something. Okay,
No.
Yep, just a difficulty 4. All right, so you rolled a 5, you needed a 12. You see guards armed. Think of this like in terms of like framing where someone has kind of got a hostage in the middle of a crowd and the people are not sure. It looks like people are maybe thinking of going in to save him, but then holding back because they don't want him to get killed or hurt. So there's the you don't need to roll to know there's tension. There's a lot of tension, but you don't know what action they're going to take.
Okay.
I would probably be quiet, honestly, because I'm boiling over right now. I am so angry, and I know that if I say something right now, that it's only going to get worse, especially considering the company we're in. So I would probably be crouched down next to Nikhel and checking up on him, making sure he's okay, and just kind of staying by him.
Okay. He kind of recomposes, maybe rubs his neck a bit, and kind of shakes maybe some sense into him, takes a few big like testing breaths to see if he'll cough a bunch. And yeah, we can talk. Though I'd prefer, and pointing at Nikhel, he not be near. Are you going to attack again? That would be one wise.
Wouldn't now.
He looks at you. Yes.
I think right now we have the upper hand. You want your machine fixed? You're going to have to talk and answer some questions for us. Otherwise, you're not going to get it fixed. Ever.
Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check. Difficulty 4. That's intellect based unless you've got something for it.
I have my trained in social interactions that I took last game.
Okay. This would be a social interaction, albeit a bit hostile.
Mm-hmm. What is the difficulty?
4.
Okay.
Oh, that's a crit fail. Are you gonna accept it or pay an experience to deny it? It's still a failure if you do. It's just not an intrusion.
Yeah.
Wow. Of all the times.
You know what? I accept the intrusion. I want to see what happens. I accept it.
Take your XP and give one to someone else in the party.
I accept it. Okay, we're gonna give one to Nikhel.
All right, Nikhel, take your XP.
I want to see what happens.
You see Dorkrick's face darken. No. And this is maybe the first time you've seen him not smile in this entire experience with him. No, you don't have the upper hand. And every guard that was around, including all of the villagers, surround you. The villagers themselves take out knives, bows. You attack us in our village. You threaten us in our village. We were going to help you. You have no bargaining here. Not after this. Take them. And you are approached by guards, and a couple of them pull out shackles.
Don't you dare come close to me.
One of the guards maybe hesitates for a second. Do this easy or hard. Your choice. Looking at you, Manasa. And he motions over, and one of them shackles on Manasa's hands and clicks them into place. You are all
You don't want to do
approached
this
by
privately?
guards.
Then fine. You lied to us. You lied to us about that facility. You've been in there deeper than you've said. And you're sacrificing people.
He raises his eyebrows as a guard approaches you with shackles. Is anyone not complying, by the way?
I am not complying if that was not clear enough.
Wanted to be...
If anyone comes near enough, close enough to me, I am going to elbow them right like to the nose like that.
Okay, we'll take that into consideration in a moment.
Thank you.
Anyone else not complying? I'm not ignoring what you said.
I'm
Alkali.
checking some stuff because I have something for this, so I'm just making sure.
Okay, all right.
it's
Yeah, you
there.
check that. Nikhel,
I
What are
don't
you
think I'm
doing?
paying attention.
okay. Then one of them's just going to walk up and probably put shackles on your hands without... If you're, like, spacing out, they'll probably just do it, thinking you're complying. Ooh. You just heard Whack roll for himself because he's having a hard time in character, which totally fits.
I would, I'd let them put the shackles on me then.
Okay.
As they're trying to do that to him, I would probably shove the person who was trying to put them on Nikhel. Get off of him now!
Okay. So before they can do that, you attempt to shove. I'll have you do an attack roll. It can be whatever small weapon you have, like a light weapon, like a knife. It just isn't going to do damage.
Perfect.
That'll be difficulty 3 for this.
It's to know this whole
particular
time Manasa's just sitting here in shackles, like looking at her nails and stuff, just kind of like looking around.
Yeah, you shove him before he can do that, and spears are lowered at you immediately when that happens.
Okay.
Go ahead, by the way, and you can give me the similar attack roll, MK, as you try to elbow somebody trying to come at you. And then Zaidi, what are you going to do?
A might roll?
This is all happening at the same time, so you'll be answered in a second here.
Is that a might? I'm sorry.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
difficulty?
You're using your
Okay.
difficulty 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You swing your elbow, and he just ends up kind of putting you in a hold, and then putting your arms behind your back and shackling you that way, whereas Manasa is up front. Saturday, what are you doing?
I have a move, but I don't know where it went.
Oh no!
'cause I'm actually perfect for this event, but I don't know
What
where
did you think you could do?
It's Fight's dirty, but I don't know where it got removed. But it literally makes me pretty much very evasive when it comes to.
So Fight's
escaping.
dirty adds a couple of abilities for you.
Yeah, it's like escape artist or something. I can't remember what it was called. I don't know where it's going.
You'd have to check the handout I gave you, because
sorry
you do
about
have
that.
tier
I don't
2
know.
stuff now for that as well.
Mhm.
And it
Okay,
could have been
so-
there.
Yeah, it was a tier 1 thing, I think, maybe, or maybe it was just a part of Fight's dirty, but it was like something about evasive something. It's like if I get shackled, I can like get out of it really easily. I'll find that. But right now,
Yes.
the protector that I am going to defend MK. I have a ability called Danger Sense.
Yeah.
And I think if I press this button, it'll go in there, right? Nope. What button is it? This one. So my initiative roll is reduced by 1 step. I don't know if that helps me here though.
You don't have initiative right now.
Oh,
This is
okay.
all because of the GM intrusion.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and defend MK.
Okay. And at least
I'm
from what I can see
using-
with Fright Sturdy, you don't have something for that specifically.
No, not for that. I think it's just like, I don't think I'm gonna use a sword. I don't want to draw blood, but I'm going to take his hold. I'm going to go for taking his hold off of her. That doesn't mean that I'm going to strike him. I'm just going to get him out. More so like de-escalating the matter and just putting her in safety. Yeah.
So I'm not shackled yet. They're just holding me.
They definitely shackled you.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Your failure, yeah, they put you in a hold behind your
I
back
thought she
and
was in
shackled
like a
you.
hold. Never mind.
No, it was a quick like hands behind back and shackle. This is a town, or this is a city of 500 to 1,000 people, and you're surrounded by a hostile crowd.
All right. This Alkali is shackled too.
No, Alkali was not shackled. She shoved someone who tried to shackle Nikhel. Manasa just willingly put her hands out. She's the only one that got shackled. But the crowd is closing in. The last thing that was said after shoving, or before shoving, was, "You lied to us," to Dorkrick. And he looks and...
Alkali. Let them do their job. Right now, it is not smart to make a bigger
Tell them
beast.
the truth? It's not smart for the people living here to know what's going
Alkali.
on?
Listen,
Everyone
Unbelievable.
knows.
Yes,
This-
everyone knows, and they comply to it.
The
This is not our fight.
Tears are holy. Why would you say that I would lie? I've never been to the depths. Only our shamans go there.
Right.
I have not deceived you. But
Can you just shackle us
clearly-
and then take us somewhere so we can talk already? Because, you know,
Perhaps
I
they
don't
should
mind
stop
crowds.
resisting or they're going to get stabbed and killed.
I turn around to them. Can we
Okay.
please get on with this?
Alkali. Just let them do it.
You're all sick fucks. You know that?
You're the
I'll
ones who
stick my
came in
arms
here
out.
and attacked. And he just shackles you himself. Nikhel, someone comes up and attempts to shackle you again.
I just walk up to somebody and just like kind of stands and stares them in the face and just are they shackling in the front or the back?
Well, the front, if you weren't resisting.
Okay.
So far,
Alright.
NK is the only one.
Be on with it.
I look as if I'm in
Shackled.
a daze.
Yep. And then they just kind of maybe hesitantly for a second, and the guard click shackles over you, and Dorkrick, take them. I'll talk to you in a minute. The bruises are getting a nice deep purple around his neck. And guards lead you, should you follow them, to not a tent, but one of the old one's buildings that have been converted.
I follow.
Yep.
Same.
Follow.
I follow as well.
And then you are set in what seems like a makeshift cell. It's an old one room that they shut the door behind you, still shackled. You can see through what looks like old glass with lines running through it as the window to this door, with an old one table and chairs that are barely holding up. And the door is shut, and you can see people standing outside it, a couple of guards. And you're left to your own devices for the moment.
So I move myself to a corner because I'm planning, and I'm just kind of looking over at Manasa, kind of like pretty much upset because knowing that she is a merchant dealer that is like normally strategic, what she said, and in the heat of the midst of everything, he's kind of really disappointed in her for that. So he's not like maliciously looking at her like, ugh. He's just kind of like got his head down and kind of peeking over at her.
You want to say something? Say it.
You
I know that look.
I expected a little bit more out of you. I considered
me?
you. Just
You
hear me
expected
out.
more out of me, out of everyone here.
Yeah.
Especially the
first-
one that has left bruises.
I understand that, but you have always been the de-escalator. You always
And what
knew
do you
the
think
right
I'm doing right
things
now?
to say. Well, you kind of threatened him. We
I'm
don't know
complying.
we don't know the story.
No, we don't. But we do know a way in and a way out.
And I may be able to get us out of these shackles. I have
Can
been
you?
locked up multiple
Please?
times. Yeah, I have been locked up multiple times. Gotten out plenty of times. Give me some time. But in the midst of all this, this is good. We are here together. We are not bleeding. Nikhel can rest. We are in our favor as long as we play smart. So please, no more outbursts.
Oh,
No
but
more
all of
threatening.
this is my fault, you know, getting us
Oh.
all into a room together, safe, not impaled by spears.
This is what we call Plan B.
You should give me a little bit more credit.
We probably could have worked it out before. But since we're here, you're right. We are not dead. And at least we can count our breaths as of now, but there's no telling what we might become after this. He may be that stuff that's shooting out of those, whatever they are. So I suggest that
I
you
don't
all...
think that death is the problem here. Okay, death is not even the worst fate around these parts.
Of course. We could be turned into meat and be eaten by someone like you. You're right. So, with that, let's be calm, think, find out your strengths, get all your words together, and prepare yourselves. I need a moment. He kind of like sleds over and puts his back to the wall and just kind of like fiddles around.
I will just go closer to Zadie and kind of turn, you know, my arms towards him, kind of motioning that if he can't open my shackles, unlock it.
He just kind of looks at her and smirks.
Please.
We don't want to look like we're trying to escape, you know? So you can stay here if you want to keep me company, but you know, just please don't give them any kind. He just kind of laughs it off and just shakes his head.
Please.
No, actually, your body is right there is good. Just stay there.
What are we going to do?
He says we don't have the upper hand, but I believe he's incorrect. We know where the fuse cells are. Wherever the power is in the machine. We know how it works. We've seen the pods. We see where they're sacrificing them. He says only shamans go that far. And even so, they don't even really know how the machines work. But we do.
And what if they decide to just not listen to what we have to say?
Then they won't be able to fix it.
And then we'll die.
And so will they.
Great! Awesome! Yeah, that's a solution that we were looking for. That's it? So we're just waiting?
That's all we do.
We're just waiting!
What else can we do? They already know. They already know.
Did we
Then
not
just get
talk
the
about
hell
this?
out of here! I don't know! Why are we staying here?
We
Why
already
do
talked
we
about
want
this.
to help them?
I'm not
If they
fixing
want
that.
to continue living on like this, we don't have the right to question them.
And I'm
But if
not
they
saying
wanted-
that we do question them. I'm saying we get the hell out of here.
But if they want us to fix it, then we can fix it.
I'm not fixing that.
So you're going to kill hundreds to thousands of people because you don't think it's right and you don't believe in their own religion.
It's not my job to do whatever somebody fucking wants me to do.
No, it's not your job.
And honestly, you're acting like this is an easy decision. You're acting like I am supposed to just feel okay with like wanting to do something that entraps people.
You think I want to do this? We talked about this before. I don't like this. I don't like having to do this.
So don't.
But sometimes sacrifices have to be made. And sometimes we have to put our feelings aside.
Well, they can fix it themselves. Because I'm not doing it.
We will stay here, trapped, and die because of your stubbornness.
Well, then I guess you better get good with old one technology, Manasa.
Nikhel, what do you think we should do?
I don't respond.
Nikhel,
Leave him alone.
no! No, I won't leave him alone! I was just gonna ignore everything and just hope that all problems solve themselves. Like, what are we doing? You want to teach me to be responsible, and no one else is being responsible right now for anything! Are we just gonna leave it to them to decide what our fates are gonna be?
I don't know, maybe you should ask Alkali, because Alkali is sure a set into what she wants to do.
At least Alkali has a set of damn morals. Okay?
MK, we do not have the right to question what they want to believe in. They know what they are doing, and they continue to do it.
I don't give a shit what they want to do, okay? I don't give a flying fuck. I want to get out of here. I don't want to be in this place anymore. I don't want to have to make this decision for them.
You're not
They
making a
decided to
decision
live
for
like
them.
this, okay? They can figure it the fuck out.
I can't find any compassion for people who would be willing to just put forth someone knowingly that they're going to have their life force just sucked on for years and years and years and years. I don't give a fuck what happens to them. And it's not my job to fix their problems. We came here, we tried to do what they wanted us to do, and guess what?
We didn't do it.
They're all sick.
We didn't
Oh.
fix it. And
No,
instead,
we didn't. We
and
said we would
instead
try.
we decided
and
to
I'm not going to
assault
fix
them.
It. That's not on me to do all of this. You think you act like it's so easy, just like, oh yeah, let's just do this. Are you kidding me? Go to hell, Manasa. I'm gonna go over into the corner and sit next to Zairi.
How do you feel now, Alkali? Did you get a lot off your chest? It's okay. I think you've been needing to talk and say something for a very long time. You will grow from this. Arguments heal. Words may last, can be mended. But if you feel something in your gut, you go with your gut. None of us here are right or wrong. What's going to be right or wrong is if we get out of here. Alive. Together. Some things may not morally seem right. Some things may be outside of our undoing. But these people chose to be like this. Yes, it is wrong. But often those who play the hero end up as legends. And legends are dead. I don't want to see you die. There's too many runes out there for you to be diving into. Maybe even becoming a bigger legend than Aloy. But for right now, you are Alkali. You're Kaja. Set a path for yourself. Do not follow in others. Just because she can do miracles, sometimes it's okay to be the one that can't help a situation because it helps us grow and become stronger. Next time, we won't be in a situation like this because you will be prepared. None of us was ready to see what we saw. This world is not what we're used to. Sometimes we have to take a loss before we can win. And sometimes those losers stack up. And it's how we enter the storm before it changes who we are when we come out is what really matters. Okay? You're doing good.
Okay.
I want to see you keep growing. Now, I'm going to try my hand at breaking through this. And even though I want to say something, Manasa is a very, very good person. Don't let her know I said that. She's just protective. Maybe she has a reason for that. Maybe she lost somebody very close to her. I didn't have what you have. I don't have that type of friendship. I did not grow with anyone, but expectations, a path made for me to follow. I decided to break those bonds, move away from it. Now it's time for you to create your own path. If you feel like the right thing to do is to storm in there with 1,000 spears, do it. I'll be right behind you, and I will have no regret because I chose that path. But don't do something for someone else's path that you think is right when it's not our call. Make your decision. I will follow you, but this is your cause. You can do it. I believe in you. Now, I have ran my mouth way too much, more than I want to. I'm gonna get us out of this mess, one way or another. My main concern is Nikhel. He has broken some kind of bond that he had. Something snapped, some shackle broke deep inside. That is the one we need to be concerned about, not these people. All right?
Agree.
Good.
What if we pretended?
Pretended what?
That we were going to actually do it.
Do what? Fix the machine?
Yeah.
I think we are way past that. I don't think they want
still
us
need us
anywhere
to do
near.
it.
Do they? They were willing to plunge spears in us. I think the only way we will help them if we become the life source that they need. We need to have plan B and plan C. And plan C may be fighting for our lives just to escape. Because right now we have done a very, very bad thing. We still don't know what they're capable of doing. They have machines that they control. They said the machines flow through their body, their blood. They can listen to this thing. We are in deep. But I feel like everything is able to be escapable. If I were you, I would come up in a... Everything.
Everything. Well, that was not the case for these people in there, was it now?
They
They
volunteered.
could not escape.
MK. They
Well,
wanted
we
to.
don't really know that either, do we?
They could have used animals instead.
Where are the animals?
What animals?
There are none here. There is no game. This is a flight or fight. Something like that. To the point where they probably ran out of animals and now they have to go on survival tactics. Some tribes eat their own people. Right, MK? I'm just kidding. But some tribes eat their own people to survive. Some tribes have to depopulate to be able to feed the others. Some get exiled. I've seen a lot on my travels, and we really are not in the spot to be dictating what we should do or judge them.
Oh, Zaire, that's so wrong, though. That's so wrong. And perverted. We could never support something like that. No.
We don't have to support her. She is right about that. But do we have to interfere with it? If these
And
people
that's
are
what
willing...
I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. I don't like the situation we're in. I don't like what they are doing. I don't approve of it either. I find it disgusting and perverted. But I made the bad person because I don't want to kill thousands of people. Because my moral compass takes way priority over other people's lives. Because I should be the one to dictate their lives. Because I find it wrong. And I. Get off your high horse, Alkali.
That is so rich coming from you right now. When you're trying to force me
really?
to do something because you think that your moral compass is actually more important than mine. I'm choosing not to do anything. I'm not interfering.
And by choosing not to do anything, you are choosing something.
Fix it, Manasa. Go ahead.
You are choosing something by not doing anything. Am I wrong? By not doing something, you are choosing to do something. And you are part of the problem.
Keep running your mouth.
Oh, I will.
Go for it.
Manasa,
Yes, MK.
we are alive, yes?
Yes, we are, MK. For now.
Have we been eating people this whole time to remain
Yes.
alive? Have we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Really? Really?
And it's absolutely disgusting, isn't it? Now that you know.
Are you guys done? Are you done eating each other verbally over here?
No.
Apparently
we're
not.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, not at all.
Okay,
No.
take your time. I'm just gonna sit over here.
We see he's already
There are
lift his
other
arms up
ways.
without shackles.
Let me know when you are done.
Oh no, we're not done, Zyrene. Apparently
Okay,
I still need to...
Zaire, first
I
of
need
all,
to take a long walk to hell.
Be my guest.
Zaire, please?
Please, what?
My shackles, please.
Oh, that. Oh.
Yeah.
First of all, you are very loud. Second of all, you're not done arguing, so I'm going to sit here and be shackled. And he kind of moves next to Nikhel. Can you lean this way, sir?
Zaire, if they come and they find out that you've unshackled us all, they're going to find us to be a threat. They're already scared of Nikhel as it is.
How are they gonna find out when the shackles are still on?
We can pretend. I'm fine with that. We just
I have a
to be
question.
careful.
Manasa, when did you become so submissive, huh?
Submissive?
Yeah.
That's bold of you to assume out of all people here.
Really?
Yes, the person who can't seem to do anything right always messes up.
That's not about submission at all.
Is it now?
You know, at least I try to fight back. I fail most of the time. But at least I
have to
try.
You have to pick your battles.
Yeah, and I pick them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? And was it really wise to do that? To try and elbow them in the
Yeah, I
midst
don't know,
of a
maybe.
crowd where they could
If
all
it had
stab
worked.
us?
Yeah, you know what? It would have made me feel really good if I had busted their noses
Manasa,
right
as
there.
someone-
And then what?
As
Yeah.
someone claiming to be so great at picking your battles, you sure as hell are not shutting the fuck up right now.
Oh.
Stop picking fights with us.
I
Stop
didn't
telling
pick
me
fights.
I'm wrong for having a fucking moral compass. Stop telling us that that freaking MK is such a terrible woe is me type of person when you're the one who just won't stop fucking annoying us right now and picking on everyone. For what? Just shut up.
So I'm just gonna get up because Nikhel is non-responsive. I'm just gonna kind of like nod, and I'm gonna sit next to Manasa and just lean to her. Is this seat taken? Look. Obviously, you all need to get it all out. Yell at each other. Say mean words to each other. But at the end of the day, all you're doing is putting holes in your hearts. You're lying to each of yourselves, acting like you don't care about what each other says. Alkali, I applaud you for getting out your stuff, but words can wound deep. MK, sometimes you need to listen more than jump to these assumptions. And sometimes you have to let them air it out themselves. And Manasa, you are a glorious woman. Shame you're not Asram. You have to stop being so motherly sometimes. Let people make mistakes. Let them get hurt. Let them bump their shins. Let them scrape their arms. Sometimes they need to fall before they can get up again. You can only reach out so many times before they expect you to keep doing it and get aggravated with it. That's what's happening here. Now, please, I beg of you, you of all people, turn towards me, face Alkali, keep arguing, but argue in a manner of love. I need a distraction. Dwell, would you allow me to unshackle you, Manasa? Or at least try.
She takes her shackles and I hug them close to me and I turn away from him.
Well now, I'm going to, I don't know, let you guys air this out. But I'm telling you right now, we may leave in one piece, but people's hearts will be shattered and this group will never be the same if you guys do not stop, and we will all end up dead out there. Because the real threat is not in here. It's out if we make it out in that desert. I don't even know what to expect out there. We almost lost Nikhel how many times? Check yourselves before you try to check each other. This is disgusting. One thing to vent out your emotions, another to destroy each other. I did not join this group for this. I can do without you. Or I'll just take Nikhel with me. Because the only one that has sense right now is the one that put us in this mess by being quiet and thinking about what he has done. Keep destroying each other. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go sit next to Nikhel. I don't know if he's sitting down or what, but I want to go just sit right next to him.
I'd be sitting whatever way they sort of threw me in here. Like if they tossed me to the ground or whatever, I'd still be in that spot.
Right.
You're probably just you were marched in, so you might even just be standing if you didn't sit down.
I'm just gonna go close and kind of like nod, try to kind of with my shoulder because I'm still shackled, kind of like, hey, are you okay?
Don't respond.
Look, I get it, okay? I get it. It's a shock to you and to me and to all of us. And I cannot even begin to imagine what it must have felt for you. But please, we really need you right now. We really do. So if you're still in there, just please talk to us.
Why would the All Mother do this?
I don't think that's the All Mother's doing at all, Nikhel. Sometimes people do evil things.
Nikhel, every sunlight has its shadows. And we may be in one of those areas.
When he says that, I'm gonna move closer to Zairi, and if I recall correctly, I was supposed to be facing Manasa, but I have not made eye contact. But before I move over, I'm gonna say, we'll talk about this after we're out of it. And I'll move back towards Zairi and lean
Who's
against
she
him.
talking to?
You.
Oh, I turn away from you.
Zardy, were you working on someone else's shackles? Just want to clarify that. Whose were you trying to work on?
This one's gonna be fake. Excuse me, alkalize.
Okay. Wow. Still a difficulty 6. And if you use more effort, make sure you deduct that as well. So you're going to be burning through all of it if you do that again. Yep. Your wire is having problems with this particular shackle. It could be that you're just more used to working on your own.
Akalai, I think this one is gonna be on me.
Okay.
But I will say this. I'm gonna try my hardest to get us out of this. But there's a big possibility that some sacrifices may have to be made. If so, I'm okay with it. If you happen to get my sword back, I want you to wield it. After all, you are a Kaja.
Zairi?
Just listen to the words that I've said, please, and carry on in a good way.
You are not
No.
a defeatist. Stop talking like this.
Oh, no. I will not. I will go as hard as I can, but I can't promise that I will be able to make it out with you. He kind of winks, but I plan on making it out.
All right.
Just
If we get through this, we are getting through this together. We started together. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna see it through until the end.
I like your optimism.
It's
If
not
anything-
optimism at all. Just realism. You know? Just. Are we a team of adventurers or what? Are we a fucking team?
That's a good question right now.
Does it have a good answer as well? Because I would love to hear it.
I can give you that answer. But I think right now, our wounds, our difficulties are deeper than skin deep. But we will get past this. I definitely feel that. Now, I have to devise a plan. It's a good time to get some rest. I will come up with something. I always do. No matter the cost. No matter the cost.
And as he's falling asleep, I nod him a little bit like, hey, can you unshackle me before you sleep?
I can try.
Please. I to scratch my nose. Thank you.
Something inside of me is telling me this is not a good idea, but why not?
I promise I'm not gonna do anything stupid.
Oops, look at that. Wire slipped.
No scratching your nose.
Well, I guess
There's
I'll
a perfect wall over there you can rub against.
Thank you. Very helpful. I'm gonna go over to the wall and scratch my nose like a fucking bear.
I could scratch it if you want. Just
Well,
lean down.
okay, it's like the right side.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Just like that. Oh yeah, a little bit harder. Oh, that's the spot. Oh, right there.
Okay.
Okay.
You're good now, right?
Thank you.
And we'll let time pass if you so want that, unless you're thinking of doing something else, because they do not come back for the next few hours at least.
Is that a
I would
rest?
love
Is
to
what you're
recover.
saying? Is that a rest?
Yeah.
You can get a rest.
Rest or
A
an
rest.
hour of recovery?
Oh, a rest.
A rest. Ooh.
That's you don't
That's
get those
full.
too often in this campaign.
So what is that exactly? Do we just
Hit
press
that little rest button
It's
on
in
your,
damage track in that tab.
character sheet. You see where it says
Oh.
rest?
Right next to stats.
Yeah.
It just automatically puts them all to max.
I have not been this full in a long time.
That's what she said? Oh.
A rested rest. And I think that's a great spot for us to take our break, actually.
Yeah.
So, why don't you all get yourself 3 to 5 minutes, get your water, get a snack if you need it. We'll let these maybe what you hear, don't sleep on your anger, but I think a couple of them might be doing that anyway in this rest. Or maybe they're brooding, who knows, but they're feeling a little better. So, please go follow all these lovely people since you've got some time to do that. Check out the Patreon, check out all the cool stuff from Monty Cook that they work with us on, and we'll be right back. Are you going to be showing off a sweet trailer for a show that just premiered, Whack?
Sure, I can do that.
I think that'd be great. Keep that hype going. A show just premiered that have some pretty cool people you might recognize right now. And we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, everybody. Honey, and welcome back to Forbidden Lands. Welcome back. Yes, our players just finished resting, and they are currently all mostly shackled in a small room in an old one ruin. An old semi-collapsed skyscraper that they have, these red Banuk have retrofitted for anywhere from housing to storage. And this room seems to have been mostly abandoned, with an old one table and some chairs that are rusty and unused. And our party has been hashing it out, getting a lot of pent-up frustration, vented, for lack of any better word. And they've taken time to rest and lick their wounds and catch their breath as the guards and Dorkrick have left them in here. They're their own devices, maybe to decide what to do with them. So we take place after some of them are waking up or stirring, or maybe they've just been meditating or leaving themselves to their own devices. What was that, Zaire?
So, I want to be one of the ones to wake up first because I was just lightly sleeping. It wasn't like a hardcore deep sleep. And I have an ability that I want to use.
Oh,
It's an enabler ability. It's called
Okay.
Eye for Detail. It says when you spend 5 minutes or so thoroughly exploring an area no larger than a typical room, you can ask the GM one question about the area, and he or she must answer you truthfully. You cannot use this ability more than one time per area per 24 hours.
Okay. Well, so you'd all see Zaidi kind of get up, combing the room, looking at, chairs and the door, doing it probably a bit quietly, sure, but looking around. All right. Well, what's your question then, Zaidi?
You said this was a skyscraper.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the rooms are not stone walls.
That is an assumption you can make.
Okay. Is there
Unless
any
that's your
weak
question? Yeah.
No, that's not my question. Is there any weak parts in the back walls where we are in the cracks? Since this has probably been very old, very rusty, do I find any weak points that I can wedge?
So in the back wall, now you were only on the first floor. They didn't bring you up any stairs or anything. The back wall, no. You kind of tap away at it, and there are definitely cracks in the wall, and you can find that, but it seems like the outer wall must be reinforced with some of like that old one stone material they used. But the walls to the sides, which probably go to other rooms, you can definitely, like, if you knock on them lightly, you can definitely, like, okay, yeah, there's some frame here that's been put, but in between the frame, it does have kind of a more hollow sound to it.
All right. So I'm gonna get up. Who's anybody near these sides? Cast members?
I would probably be on the side.
Okay. So I just kind of like walk really close to Manasa and look at her and just be like, nudge her to get closer to the wall.
I stir awake, and I just look at him very plainly.
So I kind of motion to her not to wake the others. And I knock on the wall. And just kind of like,
I am already awake, so I am seeing all this. So I am going to get up and go closer to them, Zairi and Manasa. What are you doing?
nothing. Just trying to get through to her. Alone.
By knocking on the wall?
Yeah. Sometimes rhythm brings life into people. You know?
Oh, are we gonna start dancing?
Maybe.
Okay.
Can you knock harder than me and make a better beat? Because if you can, please show me. I doubt you can. You are an Asurum woman.
Oh, I can. Unshackle me and I will show you.
Ah, do I have to unshackle you to be the beat? Why don't you throw your whole body into it?
If I throw my whole body into it, I will break the beat.
I don't believe that you can. I actually believe that you shrunk a good bit. You used to have nice muscles.
Excuse... Past tense?
Oh, yeah. I've seen a lot of Asurum blacksmith in my day, and man, you are on the smaller side. I am so sorry that I actually called you big multiple times. Now looking at you, now that we're close together, you are very malnourished. Oh.
Of course I'm malnourished! I've been getting what? 4 meals a day?
Right.
That's nothing! How am I going to survive like this?
Hey, I've been around Asurum women that haven't eaten for days through trials, and they can probably knock a beat, swing a hip, and...
I'm so hungry.
I mean, are you trying to tell me any different?
What am I gonna make a beat with? My head?
I mean, you elbow machines. You can't make a beat with your body on that? I'll do it myself. He just kind of looks at Manasa and smiles.
I continue to look at him very plainly.
She doesn't even believe you. Care to prove us wrong?
I am going to go towards that wall and kind of start tapping it with my hands, like behind my back.
Not good enough. Use your whole body. You elbow machines.
How am I going? It's not very comfortable.
Mostly dancing or moving your body takes a body, not your fingers. Come on. Look. He kind of like, he doesn't want to like take his hands up completely because he don't know who's watching. You can't do better than that, can you?
I could try it. Is that an Osram thing? Is that something that I missed?
Of course. This is a trial. There may be food on the other side of that. I don't know. So, but you have to make a beat to be able to prove me wrong.
Okay. I mean, I don't have anything better to do it anyway. So.
Why don't you start over there, dance all the way up, and throw your whole body into this beat?
Okay. All right.
So I'm just kind of beating on there. All right. I need the beat drop. Show me that you can do it. And she kind of looks at Manasa and just like braces her. Go.
Okay.
Whole body. Very good, close. I need the whole, like, boom. Okay.
What is happening? Am I doing this right?
You're giving me a headache. That's what's happening.
That's good. Okay. I need you now
Siren.
to like
Yes.
throw your whole body into a beat.
Okay. I'll do something better. Wait. Okay. I wanna lay on the floor on my back, and I'm gonna start kicking the wall with my feet.
Oh, better idea. Harder. All right.
You're full of commands today, Osram. I'm just gonna.
Until you prove me wrong, I will apologize for everything I've ever said. But this right here, this has lots of give, but I don't see any beats being put in.
I'm gonna start kicking the wall.
All right. Are you attempting to break the wall?
I am
this
putting
kicking,
in a
or
lot
you-
of effort. I'm not attempting to break it, but I'm putting in a lot of my strength.
Okay. If you're not attempting to break it, then you're just kicking the wall, albeit
Well,
hard.
So,
Yes.
Zaid is just gonna try to piss off. You know, you almost had me, but yeah, you don't have what it takes. Alkali, you are half the size. I'm pretty sure you can do a beat way better than this. I thought MK had some kind of talent. She is awesome overall, but I think you might be more awesome than her.
What did you just say?
I think Alkali is more awesome than you.
there?
Oh, nothing. You know, do you ever dance out there? We're just trying to pass time.
Go ahead and lie for me. Difficulty 4. That'd be int.
Wait a second. So many skills, my god. Okay. 4. I'll put an effort. Right.
Well, keep it down. Dorkrick will be speaking with you in a moment.
Excellent. Thank you. Now, you listen. MK, since I have to be blunt, I do not want you to shatter this wall. I want you to crack it to the point of being able to squeeze out of here.
Then why don't you just say so?
Because you're loud.
How am I going to break a damn wall without being loud? Okay.
I'll show you again. There's not much there.
Okay. All right. So, can I reach that the part that is hollow? Can I actually reach it with my feet as I?
Yeah. It's
there?
I
Okay.
mean it's a vertical like it.
Okay.
Think of like a traditional framing where you know
Right.
like if you're at your village, people put up wood frames or whatnot and then put like material in between.
Okay. So we're talking. I'm gonna put both like my strength to both my feet and just at the same time kick with both my feet.
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
That's what she's doing. Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yep.
Like, see if it works.
Yeah. By all means, go ahead and give me a might check.
Okay.
Difficulty 2.
Okay.
Oh, you rolled a 6 and you needed a 6. Yeah. So you say that and you see MK like kind of lay down again on her back, shackles kind of behind her, lifting both her feet up and then just whap, slamming it into the wall in the spot you shown, and the wall dents in pretty heavily where both her feet were. Not really cracked so much as kind of caves. And there's a bit of a hole, albeit not through the wall, though it would be very easy to do so.
Ha! Can Alkali do that?
Probably not. Very good. So I'm just gonna kind of stand next to that hole and just lean against it. Ow. I have to come up with a plan.
Who would be paying attention to not a wall and what this just took place? Manasa?
I would.
Probably me as well, since like I already understood what Zaidi was trying to say, and also it was already done.
Nikhel, how are you doing? You paying attention to anything?
Still seemingly non-responsive.
Okay. All right. Totally fair. Yeah. So why don't you two go ahead and just give me an int listening check, difficulty 2.
Would perception fall under this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. You're just specifically listening more than looking around or trying to perceive other things. Yeah. Sounds like another pair of footsteps is approaching the door.
All right.
I don't say anything.
Quit it. I
I'm
would
just
whisper
kind of
over to
leaning
them.
up against the spot with my hands acting like they're shackled.
And I get up, like, kind of sit down instead of, laying down.
Sure. And the door opens, and there is Dorcrick standing in front of all of you. Spear at his side, with 2 more guards moving in behind him as he steps into the room. So, ready to talk? Or you going to try to repeat what happened yesterday?
I believe we are ready to talk. There was a lot of emotions that were given, and I don't think we were ready to see what we have seen without prior explanation of what we were getting into.
The rest of you ready? And like glares at MK and also Nikhel.
No response.
I'm not
Take-
responding.
Stand
either.
up. I stand up. And I am quiet.
Good. You attacked me unprovoked, and then called me a liar in my city. I could just execute you. heavily thought about it, but a friend of yours suggested otherwise.
A friend?
The one that went ahead of you. One that vouched for you coming into our city.
Obviously, he means Yuka.
Yeah, that one.
Where is she?
So, with the shamans.
Is she okay?
Yes. We've been treating her well as we treated you well before you attacked us.
Well, that is a gross generalization of what happened. You're leaving some important details out of this, huh?
I offered you food, supplies, trade, to fix a problem, though we didn't have the capability to do so. And then instead of that, you attacked me and threatened my people. I didn't leave any details out.
You have to understand that what happened was wrong. I agree. But we were under the impression that we were going to do a task of fixing a machine in a way we couldn't even fathom. The stuff that we found out about was it was hard to take in. Some took it harder than others. I'm not making excuses of our actions, but I will say that I believe that a little bit more disclosure of what we were actually doing would have been a little bit more fair. What we saw was hard. But I do understand that this is your way of life, just like we have our own, no matter how different it is. And after we have witnessed it, we can agree or disagree. But this is something that you have established for so long. We have the ability to refuse to continue to fix it or agree to fix it. Just like you have the ability to choose whether we live or die or be exiled or anything. We came in here with not the intent on destroying what you have built. We are looking for someone we care for dearly. We thought that she might be in danger. Just like you look out for your people, we were looking out for ours. Even though some roads were not the right ones.
Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check there. Is there any difficulty 4?
Where the
Int.
heck was that at?
Oh, just int roll.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Unless you have a skill that you think would work, it'd be it.
No, find a flaw would be more combat stuff. So I am going to. You said difficulty 3?
4.
4. Int.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Yep.
Yep. Frown still. I think it would be in your best interest to finish what you start and then leave. I do this because of your friend. And she's taught us some things about healing we didn't know. So we'll think of that as a trade. Then you can leave.
And if we refuse to complete the machine? Just curious.
At the very minimum, I could just set you out into the desert and you could attempt to survive with nothing added or any help. Good luck.
Thank you. Do we have time to discuss this alone?
Sure. He motions to
Dorkrick.
the guards.
Did you know he wasn't dead when you said he was?
You lived? No, thought he was dead.
He's feeding you.
And he is volunteered. And that is so very honorable. And he walks out and shuts the door behind him.
Okay. I have options. We shall talk when the coast is clear. Do we know when he leaves, or...
Yeah, he left and already shut the door.
Okay. Everybody, gather around. Let's leave Nikhel to his thoughts. We'll gather him when we decide. Or ask him when we decide. We have 3 options here. Is it barred? Or is
What
it just
is?
a door? The room that we're in.
It's an old one metal door with some glass that has what look like wiring going through it.
Okay. All right. I can either squeeze out of here and get us out. We fight through many people to ruin their city. Gather Fiyuka if possible. But no, she is probably going to be our biggest threat. Or we rationalize of what we're gonna do to this machine. Our options are fix it, let them go about their lives. Maybe we'll get lucky with trade and items to survive this desert. Or we absolutely destroy it and we know where their power source is. They don't, apparently, because they don't go that far. But whatever decision we make here will change this group forever. We may walk out as champions, Alkali, in your mind, but we have their blood on our hands when we destroy their whole system. Can you live with that? We fix that machine, you may feel harmed, hurt for the person that volunteered their life for that. But that time will pass, they will flourish. They will go on about their lives. We were never here. Nikhel may not like it, but he will move on. He will find his answers no matter what. There's no right or wrong on this. It's only living and surviving. We live, they survive. Choice is yours. I'll follow you all to the end. Now, I am going to sit back and watch you talk about this. Don't take too long, because if I have to squeeze through something, I need to stretch.
I feel like there is more to it than we even know. These people... This isn't something that people are just okay with. You know? Like, it's so bizarre.
As she's talking, I'm just going to turn around and sit back down. Lean against the wall, not say anything.
I can't stop thinking about the person in there. And I can't have the death of all these people on my conscience either. But Dorkrick should not have put us in this position in the fucking first place. We should not be the ones facing this moral dilemma right now. But somehow we are. And honestly, Does this man even want to be there after all these years? Should we not at least try it to give him some comfort?
And how do you want to go about comfort? Putting him out of his misery? These people know what they're going through. They know what they volunteer for. He was quite knowledgeable about what was going on, it seems.
But that orb. I just, I can't stop thinking about that.
What do you think it is?
I have
What could
no
it be?
idea.
Could it be mind controlling them? Is that
No.
a thing?
It didn't change my mind about anything. So I don't know.
Maybe you're a stronger person that doesn't get affected by those things.
I don't know about that.
Is Nikhel up or is he still asleep?
I don't
I believe
think,
he's awake.
Yeah, I'm awake. I don't think he would have seen me sleeping.
Okay.
Nikhel, I think you are the one I should chime in the most because you are the most affected by it for sure. I know you're having inner struggles right now, but this weighs on all of us.
I'm sorry.
There is no sorries.
You have nothing to be sorry about.
If anything, this brought us closer together. The bond is stronger. And we got to see a side of you that's very useful.
Well, I could do without these shackles, but other than that was pretty badass.
It was pretty cool.
But there's a right and a wrong. We made wrong. We learn from it. We move on. And we have a bigger problem on our hands. And we need your wisdom more than anything. And it's not the All-Mother that needs to make this decision. It's Nikhel. And I think for once, Nikhel, you have shattered the bonds that shackled you. You might have physical shackles on your arms now, but the mental shackles that you put yourself through, every decision that you make, follow the All-Mother. Sometimes we have to write our own path.
What they are doing here. What they have been doing here. They did what is best for their village. I don't think that it is right or good. And I still struggle with the idea that the All-Mother is a part of this. They grow plants. Why would they eat this meat? I can't understand. When there were problems with hunts, when animals would move, when herds would move, you follow the herd. You find a new hunting ground, yet they stay here. Why didn't they go through the tunnel? Find different food. I can't stop thinking about these things. But ultimately, it's not my choice. It's not our choice. Alkali, we can't force you to make any sort of decision.
No. You can't.
It's what these people have chosen.
But why? Why of... You're bringing up an amazing point. What keeps them here? Like, aside from the ease of, I guess, just sacrificing someone, which everyone somehow magically is okay with. Even people who come and become initiated into this warped and twisted society here. Why?
Because sometimes you can't make a choice. We are here in a land that we do not understand, that is filled with peril beyond our beliefs, beyond our thoughts, beyond anything we can prepare for. We do not know what these people went through when they found this land. It is not our goal.
Is it not?
It's not.
So what is the precedent we're setting here? We just look the other way when something is too inconvenient to make a decision for.
And who are we?
I don't know. Who are we?
Are we their gods? Are we the ones that can give and taketh away? We can definitely taketh away, but there is no giving.
So who is going to protect these people?
Themselves.
Themselves?
Yes, they have been doing it for a very long time. Hundreds of years, apparently.
Well, not everyone is as fortunate as Dorkrick and his guards. The people in there, they're not sharing that same good fate.
MK, I want to share some light on your misunderstandings. We could have not found this place. We could have been somewhere else, in another area of misunderstanding. They could have executed us on sight. They could have closed their gates on us while we were being chased. We could have died out there. They opened their doors. They opened their doors without any circumstances or wants or needs.
No, they had a lot of wants and a lot of needs, okay?
When was this?
They used us!
After they fed us?
Yes!
After they nursed Nikhel
After they
back?
fed us? After they fed us what? People?
Sustenance that they felt was
That
needed?
they felt?
Yes.
Really?
We are in there.
Do we not have the right to know?
Go ahead. The hole's right here. Go ask them yourself. Go destroy everything that they built while killing us at the same time. But you know what's going to happen? They will win, we will lose, and they will continue to survive.
Winning? How are they winning?
They are surviving. And if you don't want to do that right now, here's the answer.
They could have been surviving some other way. We have been surviving in other ways.
Should have, would have. That is not our goal. Every path is different. You choose to walk yours. We choose to walk ours. They choose to walk theirs. But I am giving you an option. It is right here.
Let me get this straight. Does Dorkrick and anyone else who is on the other side, on the outside, do they have more rights than these people in there? Do you even know that these people actually volunteered and are there on their own volition? Do we even know any of these things? No, exactly. And we're just gonna say, oh, okay, we'll just let them be sacrificed forever. We
So
don't
you
care about that, right?
So you think random citizens just walk in there, wandering around, they become hooked up to these machines to feed all these people and no one knows anything?
I have no idea. I was
Exactly
not expecting
exactly
to
my
find
point.
a machine like that in the first place.
Hey, I don't expect to be Nikhel to be bit by a poisonous whatever the hell that was out there. The things are is that things happen, and it's how we deal with it that make us better. We can be better than them, create a settlement, run out of food, and then what?
I don't know. I
Well,
don't know.
That means it's not our call.
I would rather die right now, but have my conscience clear. That's all I know.
The hole is there. But it's not gonna be the right choice.
So what?
Well,
do you
what would
suggest?
Fiuka say?
What do you suggest? I don't know. She's not here.
She would
Okay,
say-
she hasn't been here,
You're
so
right.
I don't know what she would say.
She saved our lives. She doesn't have to be here to do that. The difference between Fayuka and us is that she thinks with a clear mind. It might sound like rumble and rabble to all of us, but she would definitely tell you to shut up and leave these people be. This is not our call. We are not playing gods or goddesses here.
We are though. If we fix our damn machine, we are playing gods and
Hey.
goddesses.
I have done plenty of things that are not good on my conscience, but you know what will be good on my conscience? That I didn't wipe out a population that's thriving happily here.
What? Happily. Eating their own people. Happily.
I think
Are you listening to yourself?
that the difference here is that they know or seem to know about this. No one seems surprised.
The man in there knew what he was doing, if you recall. But that doesn't make any of it right.
It is their choice. Again, what I did yesterday, it was out of character, and I'm sorry.
I'm sure we've all done something out of character.
Anger is the tree that bears no fruit.
Oh,
helps
sometimes it's
nothing.
satisfying.
It helps nothing. As I said, I don't like what they are doing. If it were me, I would have found a new hunting ground.
Or
They
grown
made a
some more
choice.
plants.
They made a choice. That is their burden. It is their life.
Okay. Have an idea. Everyone has choices. We can choose not to fix this machine because it's not morally right, that we don't want that on our hands. And we can go out there on the
No.
premise of finding them new hunting grounds.
No, we cannot. There is only one person here that can fix that machine.
You're right.
We cannot put that on Alkali.
Unfortunately, we are not talented enough to be in her shoes.
We also can't make the choice for her.
No, but she cannot be the one that has to make that choice.
Sometimes we have to be put in our place, and our place is not right now. I'm sorry. Alkali, take the time you need, but we have to come to a decision. I'm pretty sure he's not going to wait too long. We have lost the luxury of being the guest.
There has to be
And-
something else.
I also think apologies need to be in order. around the table. Fix in here first. Then we decide what we fix out there.
Do you think Fuka is okay with what's happening here?
I think she's okay with us being alive still.
That's not what I asked.
That's the truth.
We won't
Fayuka's
know until we
always been
speak
around.
with her.
Okay. Let that be it.
Fayuka was... When we encountered the bodies in the cave, Fayuka was more interested in keeping them as they were than us changing them. That is the only judge that I can make in this situation. The only judgment.
Yeah.
Ultimately, if you wish to leave, all of you, I will make sure that that happens.
There's no way we're leaving you behind. Is
I'm
that
with
what
you,
you're suggesting right now?
Nikhel. I always like a bit of fun. And I feel overdue. So, how can I? As I said, I think apologies are in order across the room. And pull ourselves together, because this next decision will shape the next part of our journey.
Okay. What if we fixed the machine only to let them have the plants? Only to let them have this type of food and nothing else. People can survive, right? People have survived. So why are they not doing that?
I asked the same question, but
Let's ask Dorkrick.
it's not our choice to make.
We can still ask. Are we missing something? Are we missing some important part of this story that would make it all make sense? Because right
Yes.
now, nothing does.
We are still trying to shape their future when it's not our place. As Nikhel said, Fayuka will say to us that these people were here living without us. We're disturbing the balance that they have made and they have chosen to take. This isn't something that's miraculously shaping them and we have to be the hero to bring them from the ground up. We can't even take care of ourselves right now. Manasa was right. We leave these people out of it. But that is your choice to make, Akalai. You want to blow that machine up? I'm with you. Accept the consequences. Thousands die. We save one person. They said 15 years of subsistence on one person.
I don't think that person can't be saved anymore.
He doesn't want to be saved. 15 years for one person? Saving thousands? Maybe even more?
Oh, okay.
But there
let me
has to
ask.
be.
No, Alkali. I'm sorry. So what if that person was me? What if that person was Alkali? Would you say the same? It's just one person, right? One person feeding thousands, right?
Yes, because you know why?
Yeah?
You would have wanted that if you were that person. You would have walked in knowing that what you are doing, and I would respect what you want, no matter how hard it is on me.
No person should have to make this decision. No person should be the one who says, yes, I will sacrifice myself for all of you, and you will let me there. You will
There
leave
it
me
is.
there to slowly die for years and years and years.
Oh, so you're afraid of sacrifice.
I'm
If
not
there
afraid
was
of
a
sacrifice.
time, I'm pretty sure me and Nikhel both, if there was an option for one of us to sacrifice ourselves so you can live,
You think
I know,
I care about me? You
I
think
would-
that's what I care about? About dying? Have you seen me? Have you seen me?
so what are you saying? You asked me a question, I gave you an answer. Yes, I would sacrifice myself for you to live.
Well, I would not want you to do that.
It's
And
not
I
your
would
choice.
not be able to live with myself.
You will get
knowing
over
that
it
that is
eventually.
how I'm surviving.
You know, survival is a very unfair thing, and sometimes sacrifice has to be made. No, all the time we sacrifice something. It may be small, it may be a life, but if one life gives more lives a chance, then it was all worth it. Now, I say we stop bickering. It's on Alkali. We've given our thoughts, Manasa, before we decide. Please. Don't have much time. Alkali, you give the answer. I position myself over the hole again.
Nikhel. What do you think I should do?
What you feel's right.
The door
We-
opens. All right. It's probably enough time. You leaving? You helping? Or you
We'll
have
do
this
it.
chance because of your friend. You'll do it? Good. Good.
You're quick.
Good looks at you.
I don't like what you're doing here. But it's not my choice. I should not have done that yesterday.
All right. Well,
Why do
Leads
you
you
need to
back
do
there.
this? Why do
you
you
don't need to
this?
do anything. You can just leave. Already told you that. Your friend is. Well, she won't be going with you. She's helping us. She's agreed to stay. She's more or less traded her help for your lives. Most of this, well, most of my companions wished you dead after your attack. So, she's staying here. You can help, you can leave. Doesn't matter to me anymore.
Did she volunteer?
She's not going in the machines, if that's what you're asking. She's helping with healing and medicine. And some of her knowledge of the old ones. So, we'll take those shackles off you with your word that you won't attack again. You can help us, and we'll send you on your way, and we'll hold to our bargain with supplies and whatnot. Or you can leave. Make your choice.
We made a deal.
All right. And it snaps, and some of the guards come in and unshackle you.
Now look at a guard and be like, it's okay. I could do it myself. And hands him the shackles.
I'll just present my
Dorkrick
hands.
smirks a little bit. Yeah, okay, and yeah, they get you as well. MK. Well, this leaves you back. Take care of it. Be gone.
Aye. Oh, our tools and weapons.
Yeah, there. And he steps out of the door and motions, and they're lined up on the wall.
Dorkrick. What if we never came here? What would you have done for your people?
Well, we have to.
What does that mean?
You get to it when you get to it. You don't always know. We've survived a long
there.
time.
You are there right now.
Well, looks like we're doing something right now, isn't it?
Are you? You don't know what we are going to do. We can just leave. You said so yourself, right?
Yes.
What if we do? What if we fucking do? What if we fucking leave right now, huh?
Then you leave.
We came
And then
up
you
with
die?
We came
MK.
up with a deal, MK. Dorkrick, I'm sorry. She's very emotional time. We just heard that our close friend is staying, and I apologize.
Just take care of it and get out of here.
Before we go, did you know that you didn't have to use people?
The hell are you talking about? The gods asked us to give, we give. They trade for food.
Well,
Simple as
I
that.
apparently learned more about that machine that you're using blindly than you even put thought into.
I look stunned at Alkali.
Because you could have used animals.
The gods asked for volunteers. We listened to the gods, and they've kept us alive for hundreds of years.
Well, you obviously didn't listen closely enough. Because those volunteers apparently don't have to be your own people.
We
That's
only
our
give
walking off.
willingly. As he's taking the lead.
I'm going to grab Alkali. What do you mean?
So, one person steps into that machine. And they sustain their people for however long, right? Some of them have been in there for hundreds of years. That's a long time. They could have used an animal. They could have had some people go out and find some animal in another area, use the tunnels like we did.
You're saying that the All-Mother gave them the choice?
They were just too stupid to see it, Nikhel. And they'll still make the same choice, knowing what I just told them. Maybe they won't. Apparently, their own people make a better volunteer.
So the All-Mother didn't force them to do this.
No. I don't
No
think
god worth worshiping would do such a thing.
No. No, they wouldn't.
Cal just starts crying.
I'd hug him.
Alright, he's just going over by his sword. That's my baby. Oh my god, I miss you so much. Do you guys want any of your stuff? Or you just... Oh. He just notices Nikhel and... That's nice. Manasa, you want a hug too? Ah, that's a yes. So he just kind of runs over and he tries to attempt to hug her.
I just put my hand right out.
Okay. It's on reserve. Let's go. Yeah, waiting.
Dorkrick. If we found a way for you to use something else, would you still volunteer your own people?
He looks pretty hard at you and I think a choice to give yourself for everyone else is better than sacrificing to a god in the hope to appease it, Karja.
That's not what I'm asking.
We give to the gods as they ask and as we volunteer. We listen to them and we survive.
You'd survive not using your own people as well. But you
don't know
can
the
keep that
possible.
on your conscience, because I'm gonna have a lot on mine.
He just kind of scoffs and continues to walk back toward the waterfall. If you're all following him, or grabbing your stuff first, I should say.
Yep. I'm the first one to follow
Grab my
behind him.
stuff.
It's kind of over it all. Just want to get it done. I guess I'll meet you guys when you're done. See you at the door.
I'm gonna take my cannon and I'm gonna hug it. And I'm gonna leave as well.
Before I pull away from Alkali, I say, you are different than the Karja that I've known.
You know, my mother, she used to be Nora. She left for my father. So I get it.
My mother was killed in the Red Raids.
I'm sorry. I'm sure she was wonderful.
She taught me how to fire a bow.
She taught you well.
I'm going to walk over to my bow. And sling it. Come on. We need to finish what we start.
Yeah. Then I'll grab my stuff and start walking.
And you two catch up with everyone else as they were probably getting close to the gate before the trek over to the waterfall. Dorkrick opens the door again. Back into the main room under the waterfall with the fountain in the middle and all of the planter cases along the walls growing various fruits and vegetables. All right. I'll wait here and let you do your thing, and we'll know if it works. The fountain turns back on. That was our sign when it stopped. So, good luck.
Good luck to you too.
Zaddy
He
just
walks
kind
up.
of walks down the hall without saying anything.
Yeah, I'd just walk in, I think.
Yeah.
Same.
And that's the seed hallway. Before making it back into the room with the volunteers. And you walk through that door and yet again,
Welcome, newest volunteers. My name is Artemis. Please proceed to the dotted line for your Ferrotech PDA update. Your cooperation allows for this experiment to run for the betterment of humanity and its repopulation. Fear not. Enduring victory has succeeded. There is no more need to panic.
I will not be upgrading myself this time. Artemis.
He just kind of like gives her a glance and just kind of walks away.
and there's the vent in this room that got you to the maintenance room from before. Near those chairs, the half-circle chairs.
I think I just kind of would crawl through without any real speaking or anything. I just kind of want to get the job done.
Big same.
Yeah, same here.
All right. And yeah, you crawl through and plop down into the small maintenance the room with various tools and readouts of things chugging along. Which then leads to the room with the T that could either go off to where the stalkers were or ahead to the room with the chasm. And your bridge.
I cross.
You go
I'll
back
follow.
to the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, if you cross the bridge, you can all make a balance check of 1. You've done this a few times now. You kind of know.
Speed?
Speed. Mm-hmm. Or balance if you have a balance skill.
Oh.
You said difficulty 1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we all do that?
Yeah.
The speed, you said? I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
out.
Okay. Well, I thought I had something. But...
We'll wait here a second.
All right, speed.
2's arguably the worst roll in the game, as you don't get experience. You just fail.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
Difficulty 1, right?
Yes, sir. All right. Nikhel, since you had the highest roll and you were right before her failure, you can give me a speed defense check. As you were attempting, well, if you'd like, I'll say, if you would attempt to try to defend her if you hear her slipping behind you. I won't make that choice for you.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty will be 2. Yeah. And you hear her falter and...
Watch your step!
No! Does he catch me? Like, does he actually see? Oh.
Yeah, he grabs your arm before you fall.
Steady like your waist, like I just kind of put you back onto the bridge.
Thank you.
And the rest of you make it across without any problems. And if you continue down in through the door, you arrive back in the room with the pod. Or the pods, plural, all 20 of them. And then off to the left through that hidden maintenance door is the room with the interface in the center, the dome.
So normally I just say this to the group because I just got an email from Artemis from a website, and I don't want to give them like any like sponsored messages or anything, but I just thought that was really funny.
That's kind of amazing, actually.
Yeah.
All right, great. Trying to speak to you from beyond. All right, well.
Oh, dude.
Cool. I only thought Gone and Nocturne were haunted. Didn't realize this one was too. All right.
Well, then.
Good.
Okay, then. Last session
Anyway.
tonight, huh? Well.
Yeah, well. So yes, you walk into the room and you see in the corner still the body of the young man with the tubes in him. And in the center, the blue glowing interface. What are you all doing?
I kind of want to go up to him and see if he's still breathing.
Okay, you can give me a medicine check. Difficulty 2, intellect based. He's not breathing.
Kind of like put my side of my face up against his.
Let out.
I this might be a little bit more difficult than we expect. I could be wrong. I am no doctor, but this one right here is already past down to the beyond. Whether they still get nutrients from him is another question. But I say we have come here to fix a machine, so let's fix it.
I walk up to the control panel and I put my hand on it in order to summon Artemis.
The hologram of Artemis pops up. The vaguely woman-shaped, a little more androgynous figure.
Hello, Administrator. How may I help you?
Artemis, how can I get to the geothermal power?
Geothermal power access. is in maintenance. Would you like me to open the access shaft?
Yes, Artemis, thank you.
Access granted. May I assist you with anything else, Administrator?
Artemis, is there a way to only turn back on water production?
The water filtration systems are still mostly powered.
Mostly. Okay. Did we hear any of did we hear the shaft open?
No, that's it. That would have been the room that you crawled into
right.
out of the vent. So it's a
Right.
couple rooms back.
Okay.
May I assist you with anything else, Administrator?
No, Artemis. Thank you.
You are quite welcome.
What are you planning?
Hear me out. Before you blow up. Those people that volunteered themselves have bought a lot of time. They now know that they could choose animals instead, and Dorkrick flat out is so deluded that he would still continue it. But what if we let them have their time to figure it out? We turn back on the fountain. They can produce their plants. They can use up a little bit left of those volunteers. What if we...
Yes, keep going.
What if we don't have to kill all of them, but can prevent them from killing more people? Like him. And Alkali points over to the man on the floor.
I get what you're coming from, but that was his choice. And now we are still deciding for these people what's best for them when
I'm
you don't know.
deciding what is best for my conscience. And I haven't reached a decision yet.
Oh,
They won't die.
yet. So let me ask you this. Who are we saving here? Other volunteers? If this plan of yours does not work, we kill thousands. Have that on your conscience. Change is somehow very hard to accept when you don't see the fruits of it over the amount of time that they have seen the fruits of this. Sometimes morals cannot play a part in this role that they have chosen to walk down their own destiny. I don't like it as much as you don't like it, but we can't accept. We have not seen any animals around here. Where are we going to find animals? Where are they going to find
That's
animals?
not what I'm saying.
Okay, what are you saying?
Follow the herd.
That is on you. I will just follow.
It is.
We can't fix this machine. Only you can. I will say that while I don't agree with them, they have made their choice. You can make yours. I'll
But these
support you
people
either
don't
way.
know.
They do.
That they
have
can. They
volunteered.
don't know they can choose not to volunteer. If a human lasts them that long, how long would a gigantic boar last them?
Then we will tell them when we leave.
I say this, Alkali, because we are not going to find a conscience answer here. We lead you to the room. We stay out of it. You go in, you make your decision, and tell us once we are gone from this place. That way, the choice is yours and yours alone. No influence, no emotions. When you walk out that gate, it is all on you. That way we don't trip any wires. They don't know, we don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe they will find a fruitful path. Or maybe you kill thousands in due time.
I'm killing people anyway. I slice it, deity. It's easy for everyone else to say that I'm being selfish.
I don't think
But
you're
you're
being
not-
selfish.
Yeah. This is just a decision on you and you alone. So, I say we go. You walk through those doors. You have the power. I personally do not want to know until we are far from here. Also keep in mind, Peyuka is staying here. Don't forget that.
I haven't. And I start walking towards maintenance.
Okay. The rest of you follow in tow, or are you still gonna stand around in here for a bit after she walks out?
I'm gonna follow her, like I said, and let her make the final decision.
I'm gonna follow, but I'll be completely silent.
I think I just help her with whatever she needed.
Yep.
Same.
Okay. All right. So you make it back across the chasm, back into this small maintenance room, and it looks like there's a door that has unlocked itself or opened up, similar to the pod maintenance room. But it goes down a deep shaft with a ladder that you can climb down. Looks like it maybe goes down 100 or so feet. There are small red lights lighting the way.
I'll go first.
I'll probably go last.
I'd probably follow.
I'll follow behind her. Alkali.
Okay. And after the slow crawl down this ladder, you make it down into this old one's basement. There's a door in this small room. Maybe a 10-foot room at best. There's almost nothing in here. It is just for the ladders.
There's a door here down at the bottom.
Can you open it, or do you need me?
I look to see if there's just like a handle or...
There is a handle,
Yeah, I'll open it.
and it opens.
It's open.
You're hit with a wave of heat when you do so. Sweltering, humid, maybe a small scent of sulfur.
It's very hot. I'm gonna try to look inside.
Okay. You look inside and it's glowing. There are large mechanisms sitting over pools and in pools of lava, magma, pistons bigger than most machines you've ever seen are churning. Steam is erupting out of some of them. You can see one of them in the back looks like it's leaking something. But it's huge, this cavern. It's monstrous. Probably haven't been in a cave this big before.
It's very hot. There's a lot of machines. A lot of steam. Be careful when you come down.
I would probably start walking towards the room as soon as I hit the bottom.
Okay. And similar as well, you'd get that blast of heat and the slight smell of sulfur. Are any of you staying up at the top of the ladder, or are all of you going down?
Is
going
this
down.
this is not the room where she has to make the decision, right?
You're not sure.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna follow. I just know I'm gonna stay back when she chooses to input whatever she needs to. I'm just silently following because he's just kind of like not really feeling this.
Yeah. So you all enter this geothermal energy plant as Artemis described it. And yeah, you would see very easily. Again, there's one of these large machines leaking some sort of fluid, and the piston is kind of jerking here and there as something's not functioning right with whatever it's trying to do. The steam on that one in particular is a lot lesser than the rest of them. There's about 5 large machines in the magma.
Do you see back there? That one.
Yeah. I see it. And I'd start to walk over towards it, but also making sure my focus is on to see if there is anything else that might be catching my eye.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. Difficulty 5. Outside of what's already been pointed out by Nikhel, and in the rest of the room, you don't see anything in particular. There are access panels in front of each of these machines. Again, this cavern is, you can't see the end of it. It is just absolutely enormous under the ground.
Where it's leaking, is it like there's like an actual like gash in it or something like that?
Yeah, it looks like, and as you kind of like follow it up, you see light spilling out in a crack above. And it looks like some sort of rocks or rubble or something in the collapse hit this machine and has damaged it in some way.
Well, we're gonna have to find some way to patch this hole first. Any ideas?
I don't particularly have anything besides this boar leather.
Looking around the room, Dan, does it look like there's any scrap metal lying around or anything that might be useful to patch this, or would I have to do like a more thorough search?
You might need to do a more thorough search.
Okay.
There's the pieces of shards that looked like broke off from this particular part of the plant, but there's a bigger gash than what you see, so probably it went into the magma.
Well, keep your eyes open. I'm gonna start looking around. And I'm gonna walk off further into the room and see if I can find anything or if I notice any other machines are messed up or anything like that.
So,
Sure.
as she's doing that, and I guess we can notice her and hear her saying that.
Yeah,
right?
you
Like,
hear
almost.
everything
Okay.
she's saying.
I'm actually going to turn to Manasa and kind of like look at her kind of notion with my eyes, like, can you help? I know that you are pissed, and I am still
Once she
pissed.
says, "Can you help?" and then she starts trailing off, I instantly walk away and I start trying to scavenge.
Okay.
And I don't say anything. I just
Gotcha.
after she starts, "Can't you help?" I know, and then I just walk off.
I'm gonna swallow my pride, and I'm not gonna go after her, and I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay.
What
so-
difficulty would I roll for scavenging?
You can give me a difficulty 4.
Okay.
You're trying to find something that you think would specifically help with this repair compared to just finding anything.
Oh,
Dang.
boy.
All right.
Can't stop this girl from tearing shit up.
So
I didn't use any effort. I don't know what you mean.
you do find some things. Specifically, you find a number of pieces of scrap and large panels. It looks like this may have been a station for repairs. There are various tools around and what look like welding devices off on this side. With a placard for like maintenance only, return all tools after use. Who was walking around or just standing? I know Alkali went in deeper into this cavern.
Yeah,
It's all your what was that? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like just staying back, staying out of Manasa's way, just kind of like observing stuff.
Okay. Nikhel, what were you doing?
I'd probably be just keeping near Alkali.
Okay.
Because I have
All right.
no idea what's going on here. I just see the one thing that looks different.
Sure. Yeah. And there's no unnatural lighting here, old one lighting. It is all lit up by the magma. It looks like there used to be lights running in here, but they've long since stopped working. MK, what were you doing, or who were you sticking with?
I'm not.
I know you
sticking
talked
with
to Manasa,
anyone.
and then she left you.
Right. I left as well, and I'm looking around the area. Not for anything in particular, just looking around for anything that could be interesting to me. You know, something that I haven't seen before, maybe.
Sure.
Anything like that.
Yeah, if you'd like to make an int check, difficulty 4 as well.
Int.
It'd be int. Unless you have a skill that you think could work there, just be a raw int.
Not for scavenging. Do I? I don't think so. Do I? No, okay. 4.
4. Nothing useful. Nothing that you you've seen. It's just machinery and pipes and tubing and very, very hot here. It feels like you're back at the forge again. So, Nikhel, Alkali, I'm gonna need you to make a perception check for me. Difficulty 7.
I'm gonna use.
Is this sight-based, sound-based, smell-based?
Any of those.
All the things.
I'm
is
gonna
a-
use
just
2
a-
effort.
Perception, you perceiving, whether that's with your ears, eyes, nose, your general senses. It's very difficult for a reason.
I'm gonna put 1 effort in.
All right. Okay. Unfortunate rolls regardless. Alkali just barely failing. Nikhel failing by a lot, unfortunately. It doesn't take much to notice and feel the rumbling of the earth, though.
What is
feel
going
that?
on? What is that? What is that?
You all notice that. It starts to feel like an earthquake. Everything begins to shake.
Angry.
Everything rumbles. Rocks fall from the ceiling. And out of the wall bursts a rock breaker. A huge drilling mole-like machine. And that is where we are going to end the episode.
I knew it, man. It was going too smooth.
You what? You what?
Stank. What an episode.
It's a good thing you got a rest, huh?
I am suffering. I am suffering again.
Die fully rested, huh? He's gonna go. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Really, really glad I didn't put that second effort in.
Saved a few points there, huh?
Must feel great.
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Oh, man.
What's that thing that I got? Like is it quick recovery or something? I don't know. It was something that you said.
There's end of session stuff that you can do, which may help you here.
I thought I
But
got an extra something. I can't remember. All right.
we are going to do our shoutouts. And we're gonna start with Bloody because I know she's got a thing right after this, so she needs to pop away.
I got class.
She's got her class.
Nerd.
What a nerd. Learning.
Oh, school. Shun her. Yes. So I'm a nerd. I got class to attend, and hi everybody. I'm a nerd. I'm also a bloody pastor. I'm also an imke. I'm a lot of things all in one body. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get 1 XP for end of session stuff. I'm gonna get 1 XP, yes, and I'm gonna give 1 to Alkali because she was tasked to be able to have a very, very difficult decision today, and I feel for her. So,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I'm gonna stay though because I wanna see what everyone else was gonna do.
Hey,
Just
you
do it fast.
Yeah, no worries.
No pressure.
Thank you. Go follow Bloody faster, please, and thank you. Alrighty. Tech.
Oh, hi. I'm Technique. I play Zaidi and also play Teriel on I'm the Frost Maiden, and I get to deal with both of these lovely men in both in the same week, which is even awesome. They put me in very stressful moments. But I love every bit of it. And I stream 6 days a week, typically Tuesday through Sunday. Definitely feel free to follow the channel if you like lots of voices and stuff. I do this like literally just on stream unconsciously. It just comes out. So or subconsciously, I should say. So yeah, if you enjoy the commentary and stuff, come on by, and thanks for having me.
What
in
end
the
of session
session.
stuff you gonna do?
Oh god. All right, I'm gonna give an experience to Alkali because even though he doesn't agree with what she's thinking, she's been through a lot, and I think she kind of grew up a little bit, because being that grown up, you have to make grown up decisions that are not always the best. So he gives that to her.
Thank you.
Yeah. And man, I think I'm going to scout the area.
Okay. Scouting the area. -1 difficulty on your next task that can't be auto-solved. So that is your next task. Whatever you choose that. to be.
That could be anything.
Next task, it's very generic. Whatever your next roll is, basically. So you get an asset essentially for that. So go ahead and mark an asset on your next roll.
Do I need to just I'll put that in, I don't even know, Cypher? No, I don't know where to put it. I can just note it down below.
Yep. Yeah, just note. You can just put it as a note in your description or whatever. And you'll use that up. That's just a free asset on your next task. Now that does not include attacks or defense. That's the only thing it doesn't include.
Does it include
anything other than
player
those?
intrusions?
If you have to roll for it.
Okay.
So if you have to roll for it, yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you, Tech.
No problem.
Back.
Hi, everybody. I played Nikhel for you today. Sorry that I was so, I guess, stuck. Nikhel was going through a crisis of faith. And it was extremely difficult for him to deal with. So he was struggling with that for quite a while. That's kind of why he was just being silent throughout all of that. It's a difficult thing for him to think that the All-Mother could be at fault in some way, or that he would have to maybe change his beliefs. It's a lot for him to deal with. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and make sure you follow all of these people. And I do another show tomorrow and on Friday that I GM, Witchcraft and Wizardry tomorrow, Rime of the Frost Maiden on Fridays, which is a new show. So if you're interested, if you're new to Tablestory and you're like, I want to start on a new show and like follow along with it, we just started that one. So there you go. It's really good so far, and I'm really proud of it, and the cast is excellent, so check it out. As for my end of session stuff, I'm going to give an XP to Alkali, and
Thank you.
I am going to gain an XP for myself.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Wack. Cat.
Hello, I am Kat, and I play Manasa. And, whoo, boy, what an
Hey.
episode!
Little salty Manasa today.
Oh man,
Kat, I love you so much.
dang! No, I live for this.
little?
For those of you who are new and are just kind of tuning in, this is all RP. And I love Faye, and I love Bloody. I love everybody in this cast, and that was all.
Love you.
She denied
It
hugs.
was all. It was all. Yeah, I
She
denied
was
hugs,
talking
even though I really
crazy
wanted one.
trash in the Zoom chat. It was insane.
Left alone. Oh my god.
Kat was trying to end some friendships.
I'm just in here like, no.
Hey, you have opinions?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, hey, you're trying to apologize to me? No.
I don't think so.
Just imagine you were the person that just sits in the corner, staring at the corner, just with a finger behind her back, like, nope.
Pretty much. Well,
Nope.
it's just funny because it's like so one thing that Manasa was trying to do is she was trying to make everybody see reason, and just, the fact is, a choice is a choice, and who are you to decide what somebody chooses, what somebody doesn't do? She sees the error of her ways, trying to make Alkali see her perspective and change her mindset, but the rest of it, it's just like, they already knew, so what are, and they accepted it, so now what? Who are we to decide what these people get to do? And the fact that Fiuka pretty much like stuck her neck out, and was like, hey, I'll stay here in agreement, kind of makes her think, I think Fiuka knows, and I think Fiuka like accepts it, and doesn't want to change anything. But she's not going to say anything. She hasn't said anything. So we're going to see next Monday what happens on the Manasa Doesn't Talk at All episode. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take an XP, and I don't even know if this is possible. Can I give an XP to Fiuka?
I mean, yeah.
I'm giving an XP
I'll let her
to
know.
Fiuka.
I mean, I'll just add it on her sheet right now.
Yeah, add it to her sheet because, like, good play, sacrificing, you know, making that choice to basically be like, I'm gonna stay here, you know, for your guys' freedom. So she appreciates that. So, yeah, I want to give one to Fiuka.
For sure. I have marked that on
and
her sheet.
you can find me on I'mCat on Twitch if you want. You know, I play games and draw and stuff. Yeah,
She
it's
trolls
cool
people in
sometimes.
Phasmophobia regularly.
I-
Yeah.
I don't know
How
what
her
you're
level
talking
is
about.
so high.
Oh my god! You are the worst.
Start using the Subnautica noises too.
Clever. Yep. All right, great. Thanks, Kat. We'll probably not see her next episode due to me just writing her out of the show. But yeah, which seems only fair after that sort of stuff. Anyway, Faye.
Hi, I'm Faye Lynn. Thank you so much for watching today. It has been a very emotionally exhausting episode today, to say the least. Fuck, I have no idea what I would do in Alkali's position. Like, realistically speaking, I have no idea. With that said, I am going to go ahead and take an experience for myself. And I'm going to go ahead and give one to Nikhel, because what he told Alkali was probably very, 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 very difficult for him to say. And I think that Alkali would have noticed that. And considering that she's been on both sides of that story, I feel like her heart definitely would bleed for him in that instance.
Yeah. Fair enough. I missed. What did you pick for yourself?
I took an experience.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Faye. And I am Domestic Dan, your GM of consequences for today. And wow, we started today's episode off with a pretty big consequence.
Good job, Manasa.
So
I got my good rolls. At least I don't fail all of them. Hey!
So thank you everybody for watching. Go ahead and check them all out on their channels. Check out the Patreon for Tablestory. Check out that awesome link we have with Monty Cook Games for the Cypher System itself. They like this show too, which is super flattering. I hope they've still been enjoying it if they have time in their crazy schedules to continue to watch things. I know I barely do. And yet, I appreciate all of you for being here and watching this show. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, players, for being wonderful and just RPing super well and being able to be willing to be raw and all that fun. It is great and an honor to RP with and GM for you. And yeah, I think that's all I got. Is there anything else, Whack, that you'd like to say for Table Story stuff? That is not a lead-in that you have to, just more if there is something.
Yeah, we've got a big one.
Go for it, my friend.
Wednesday is the finale of Gone.
That is true.
Hate it. Hated this
That
the
is-
last one.
It is the finale.
So you got
good.
not even 2 days to catch up. You got like a day and 20 something hours to catch up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you might
start
watching right now.
start watching. I guess.
Don't
2x.
sleep. Watch
I don't
it
know.
for 2 days straight.
You don't need sleep for like one day. It's okay. You can catch up, tomorrow.
If you're delirious from lack of sleep, you'll be delirious from Gone's like everything. So it'll fit.
Yeah. It's a great show, and you should definitely catch the finale if you can. That's on Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Clocks should be all caught up now.
We're all
normal
lined up.
time.
Brad won't be late.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you for that. Otherwise, peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Alkali, if you have a plan, now might be a good time to use it.